Hi, I'm Dani Menkin. I'm the writer, director, producer of 39 Pounds of Love. And I'm here with my partner in crime, producer partner, but known as the friend of Ami, Asaf Shaul. What happened to your hair?
Same friend, different hair.
What happened?
But it's not from choice.
Yeah.
It's 25 years that made my hair look like this.
So-
I don't know if it's happened to you or any other person that's watching us, but after 25 years, it's not my choice. It's that's the only option I have.
So we have some time now to talk about Ami, but I think we could talk about him forever, right? Because he's literally changed our life.
He changed our life, and he's still part of my life and your life. And I think it will be like this forever. Although Ami is not with us anymore, for 15 years already, he's still part of my day by day, part of my daily life. I'm talking about him, I'm thinking about him, and I'm still thinking, what was I doing over there with Ami for so long?
So I was working at National Geographic. I was doing some sport. I was really into other things. I was starting to work with Ilan Heitner about Wisdom of the Pretzel. If you haven't seen Wisdom of the Pretzel, please do. And suddenly I'm dating a girl, and she takes me to a bar I've never went to, and I see on the side corner somebody that I was sure there was a movie about him because I've never seen something like that. And then the next day we're meeting at Ami's home, and he's talking to me about the animation that he's doing with the only finger that he has. And I see a beautiful caretaker there, and I see you there, and I meet all the people.
You spoke about me when you said beautiful.
The beautiful caretaker was
someone else?
like Ami says in the movie.
Yeah.
I see the ugly face of the beautiful face of Christina, and Ami and I are starting to say that how about we're doing a road trip in the United States? It was his words. Let's do it on Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Mamash, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, impossible. And then we already were starting to brainstorm about the idea of doing his animation within the film that I will do. But something else happened is that Christina suddenly left and left you alone with Ami. So you can talk about it, but let's start with how did you even meet him? How did you even start?
You see, my story begins many years ago. I met Ami occasionally, two friends of mine. They wanted me to see him because they heard that I want to work with disabled people. I wanted to work with kids, but Ami needed help. And they said, you must meet this person. He's so intelligent. He's interesting. He will make you fulfill dreams that you even didn't dream of. And I said, okay, what do I have to lose? I will meet this person that everybody's talking about him so highly. And I'll never forget the first time I met him, because other than saying good things about Ami, they didn't say nothing. Like meeting him for the first time, I will miss the fact that he's 18 kilos, 39 pounds. And I was shocked. I couldn't believe someone like him, that skinny, can even survive. And I was standing there, meeting Ami, and thinking to myself, what am I doing here? What is this job that is interview me for? Do I want to be a caretaker? Do I want to be part of his life? And that was the first time I saw him. I was just there, hearing some of his questions that he started to ask me about my life. And eventually I agreed to help him for 1 week because I didn't want to commit. I didn't know what will be being part of his life and helping him. And that was the beginning. And I remember that I went home with those thoughts. A day later, I came to help him. his mother, Elena, which is, part of his life and big part of the story of Ami's
Of his miracle. It's a miracle.
of his spirit also.
Yeah.
The spirit that kept him is part of it is Helena. So I came to Ami's house for the first time to help him, and Helena is taking him out of the bed. She's putting him to take shower, and she put a sponge in my hand, and she just received a phone call from the bank, and she said, I have to go and do some errands, and I need to sign papers, and
he's in the bath.
he's in the bath, and I'm staying there like, what, are you leaving me alone with him? She said, yes, you'll be fine, and whatever you don't manage, Ami will tell you how to do it. And that was my first day at work, let's say. And Ami felt that I don't feel comfortable. So he asked me, Asaf, did you ever wash the car before you met me? And I said, of course. It was many years ago. We washed car by hands. And so he said, that's the same, taking care of me. It's just that I'm talking while you're washing me. So
Yeah. The beautiful thing is that also when Ami, it was just so funny, and that's why it was important for us to make a movie that will be cheerful and uplifting and happy, because a lot of times when we were in the journey of the movie, we were like, okay, it's going to be about a disabled kid, it will be disabled. It's so much not like that.
Yeah.
And Ami used to go, that was the way he laughed,
exactly.
And it was just, I think, an incredible journey. And while Christina is living, we tell ourselves that Ami's dream became our dream too. I had to sell my car and, somehow gather crazy people with me like you. And then the team that went on the journey, we thought we're going to end up on the grave of Dr. Cordova that thought he's not going to pass the age of 6, but something else happened. And I think this journey was really a healing journey and really something that started to be greater than the movie itself.
I think that the journey is not only physical journey. The journey that people watch on screen, it's not only going from one point to another with Ami, which is enough complicated, but it's a journey of being part of his life and getting closer to who's really this person. Because at the beginning, you just judge him as someone who weighs 39 pounds, probably is very skinny, and is looking for help from everybody, and is trying, to survive this life, and you feel pity on him. But after meeting the person inside this person, this big person, the Ami, you feel that he's way more than his body. And I think this is part of the journey that the audience feel while watching the movie and seeing Ami's story on screen.
It was interesting because we did not know why we are doing it. Like you say in the movie, you started saying there are things in life you have to do.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know why we are even doing. At that time, I will just explain that we had no money, nothing. Everyone said no to us. All
Right.
the foundations and everyone that later on maybe joined us said no. We didn't know that the movie will end up at HBO, will be shortlisted for the Oscars, will win Israeli Academy Awards. We just thought that we need to go through this journey with Ami because, it was interesting because our friend Ilan Heitner, that was part of us, is saying that sometimes courage is when you have no choice. Mm-hmm. And I think that courage is not lack of fear, is being more afraid of not doing
Exactly.
than doing. And that's how I felt. I felt like, oh my gosh, if we will not do it, I will not forgive myself.
And I think, Danny, that each of us, all the people that were part of this production or part of Ami's life went through his own journey in life, in his personal life. And we did it through Ami's story, through Ami's, through the fact that Ami wanted to fulfill his dream. In a way, he fulfilled my dream. I guess that it was also for you and for everybody that was in the production. And being next to Ami, next to his courage and next to his abilities and next to his everything that you want to achieve in life, and trying to ask question about yourself, about your life, about what you are trying to achieve, what you are trying to get over, it makes things in proportion, and each of us went through his own journey.
Yeah, there is a saying that in the first movie that you're making, and in many ways I've done TV before, but this really was my first movie that was like full movie to go to the theaters. You make a lot of mistakes, and those mistakes become your style. Mm-hmm. So exactly. I feel like in many ways, like even the films that I've done after were affected by 39 Pounds of Love, and it was the fact that Ami's journey was not really about finding Dr. Cordova. And as we can see in the movie, when you guys are going, and we even went on doors and we knocked on doors and said, Cordova, right. Cordova. We made fun of it. Yeah, okay, we'll find it, we don't find it. It is really what is happening in the journey and healing ourselves from the wound. While Ami was healing himself, I think we were all healing ourselves from our wounds.
All the time. And for me, I wasn't a filmmaker back then. I didn't know why people are investing so much effort in making films until we had the materials, until you finished to shoot the movie. And I felt that this is way more than a movie for me. It's a story that I must to tell for Ami. I didn't know that I'm going to be character in this movie. I didn't know that I'm going to be your partner.
For many, many years, Asaf is part of many of my films, including Little Town. If you haven't watched Little Town, you can see it. And Easy and so many others. And it is a journey. Now, I will even say that the film that people watch the most in schools these days in Israel is 39 Pounds of Love,
yeah.
Right?
And to see the young generation enjoy and cheer when they see Ami. And they are going through their journey when they watch the movie. I can see these young people, they are like 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and they are sitting on screen and they are like scared at the beginning and watching Ami's character, and they don't know why the teacher brought this person, me, to talk to them. And why do they need to watch someone who weighs 39 pounds? And after they finish watching the movie, they are in a different mood. They feel like cheering to Ami. They cheer to us riding the bike. And they feel that there is way more than 39 pounds on screen. It's a person that weighs tons of love. And spread it, and they feel it. There is a love story, there's a journey, there are many things that you want and you can achieve, even if you didn't get like the best card pack in life.
Yeah. And people ask us all the time after they watch the film, what is Ami doing now? Where is he? What happened to him after we finished the film? So maybe you want to share.
So unfortunately, Ami is not with us anymore, and
he's with us, but
he's with us. His body is not here.
Exactly, he's still with us.
Maybe his last sentence in the
film.
Maybe in another life, in another physical story, in another physical body,
we will be together.
we will be together. Maybe this sentence is, he's somehow making it happen in a different world, with a different body. But as a spirit, he's still here with us. I'm still talking with Ami. I'm still talking about Ami. I'm still telling his story. And by telling Ami's story, I'm still healing myself. I'm still healing my story. Because when I met Ami and we were sitting together, sometimes, we were comparing who's more disabled between us. Although I looked okay, have 2 arms, 2 legs, everything functioning. Shimshon. He was calling me Shimshon, like a strong Shimshon from the Bible. But it took me a long time to understand that Ami don't see me as a strong and able person like Shimshon. He sees himself as someone that has no boundaries and can achieve anything in life. And I, watching him, didn't see someone who's disabled, who weighed 39 pounds and he trapped in his body. I saw myself in Ami's body, and I saw how I cannot move sometimes. Even I can, move my arms and legs. I cannot move because something else is stopping me of achieving and doing and fulfilling. And it was something more mentally that I had to go through. And that was, the main story of myself with Ami, the main story of my journey.
We saw also Ami after the movie. I mean, he was always a rock star, but really becomes a rock star. I mean, it was a premiere at HBO when Ami actually, I can say in many ways, helped me also find my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife, Miriam, because we met at the premiere of the movie. Because Ami's like, oh, what's this niece of that producer? And also he found love after the movie came out.
After Christina left, there were more caretakers that came to work with Ami. And one of these caretaker, her name is Victoria. She looks very much like Christina, just a little bit shorter. And nobody understands how. We're still trying to figure out, but Ami fell in love with Victoria as well. The only difference is that with Victoria, Ami was in a relationship for more than 2 years, and they even thought of having babies together. So he fulfilled this dream of living with the wife that loves him and cares for him, not just as a disabled person. And that was, wow, seeing it was amazing. There are pictures of them together, Ami and Victoria, and they look like falling in love. And you saw Victoria's eyes, like she's adore him. And that's inspiration.
You said at some point that you came to Ami and you wanted to change the world. And did you?
I felt as a very innocent and maybe naive person at the time. I was 23 when I met Ami for the first time. That I want to change the world. Even if I didn't say it, loud and clear, that was my mission. I said, that's my mission in life. I need to help someone. I will I will help him. And that will be my kind of paycheck in this world. Eventually I managed to save someone, and I managed to help someone and save his life. You know who?
I wonder who it is.
Who it is? It's sitting here. It's only myself.
You changed your life.
It's only myself, and basically my whole life changed because now I'm doing movies. I'm part of, we are partners.
Hey Jude Productions. We're taking a sad song and we're making it better.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That became the tagline of your production company and our life, my life as well. And working with Ami, helping him working. It's even hard for me to say working because we were friends, we were family. Helena was like a second mom for me. Helena, Ami's mom.
You were traveling. We went to the UN with a movie, Qatar. I mean, crazy places.
Taiwan. I was flying with Helena.
Yeah.
She's 80 something. I'm 30 something, and we're flying together, talking about the movie, like, you know, ages and bodies had no. No difference. Like it's like everything erased. It's like when you meet Ami for the first time, you have this like feeling that you're, oh my God,
Yeah.
who's this? Like how he lives. But after a few days, you don't feel his
You don't
body.
see that.
His body is not here.
The word disabled, it doesn't appear in the movie. And that's for a
Right.
reason. You know, it is for a reason. Ami definitely didn't want us to see him like that. And we absolutely didn't see him like that. You guys behind the scene, had a lot of fights, like husband and wife. And sometimes.
And that's the beauty, because everybody's asking me, oh, he was so intelligent, he's funny, he's nice. Yes, he is all these things, but he's a human being. He was also annoying, and sometimes I wanted like to punch him,
Yes.
like everybody else. And that's exactly how Ami wanted people to react to him and to get him. And it's so beautiful. It's amazing because it's a lesson for life. Because our eyes judge the environment, we judge the picture that we see in front of us in a split of a second. Give it another moment, and you probably feel and be part of a totally different experience and reality.
I think a lot of things from Ami is one of those, is the line that he says to the doctor, never give up for love, never give up for life. And this is something that I think also inspired us in many of our other films, that we wanted to show the good.
You know, he had his will, the will. He woke up in the morning, before he opened his eyes, he didn't say good morning, he just started to shoot everything that he want to do today. If it's small thing like washing the car or crossing the United States, he was so full of energy and so full of life. You once you see it, you glue to it.
So Asfu, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dani.
For being part of the journey and continuing to be part of the journey. There's so many more things that we're planning to do and so many more films that if you haven't watched them, please do. And I will also say and conclude by saying thank you, Ami.
Yeah, of
Really.
course.
Thank you, Ami,
wherever you
for
are, you're still inspiration for us.
trusting us with this film. And Toda Rabba. And we'll continue telling his story, which is in many, many, many ways also our story.
For sure. Thank you so much.